Hello everybody. Good evening or good afternoon, wherever you're at. Najumu here, and hey, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Well, actually, it's been almost 6 days, but yeah, well, we're settled in the new place now. Yay! And as you can tell, I am less than enthused, but you know what? We're gonna chat about it for this entire stream. So yeah, it's certainly something. It's certainly something. That's definitely what I could summarize, at least so far. But with that said, yeah, it's been I kind of missed you guys. All right, we have Speedmeister. He said, congrats on moving. Hope everything went well. Can't watch the stream as it is late on my side. Yeah, I figured, because it is pretty late where you are. Thank you, Speedmeister, and have a good rest. We have Rayquaza. Hello, Rayquaza. Good morning. And Rice Man. Good evening. And then we have Diablo. Thank you. At least it's got done. That's all that matters. Well, it's 99% done. Because even right now, I'm actually waiting to see if some bathroom curtains are going to be arriving at the doorstep. So I might get up for a little bit and pick the stuff up. It won't take too much time, hopefully, but yeah, we still got a few things to take care of, and there's one big thing that we're worried about, but we'll see once we test stuff. But remember when I moved from college back to my parents' house? It was hell. Yeah, you're living alone, and then you live with like family again. Yeah, it's a kind of a bit of a jarring experience. I know that too well. But then you get used to it. Yeah. It's been a long day today, but I can follow the stream today. No problem. I hope your evening gets better. Hey, Pearl. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. But, yeah. How'd it went? Well, on Friday, we were trying to finalize everything. No, it's the moving process. Yeah, you're right. That is true. It is a lot. It is a lot to like pack and then unpack and then see which things that actually are able to move easily, or you may need a moving company or whatnot. Oh, you were moving from one state to another. Oh, Wow. If it's from one state to another, that's terrible. That is terrible. Oh my god. Well, I do know the feeling because like a long time ago, when I was a bit younger, we did move from one city to another and it was hell. Yeah, it was hell. I agree. Dragon Ball is going to be in a Fortnite 0 hour. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things in the 0 hour event, and hopefully we'll be streaming it on Saturday if nothing else comes up, because you don't know what happens. And thankfully, thanks to the 0 hour event, I managed to get the Miku stuff. Yeah, the one of the few things that I will actually buy for Fortnite. Yeah. Let's just not say I bought the rest of the Simpsons Battle Pass too, but these are pointless semantics. We don't need to worry about that. I wanted to cry and it left me broke. Oh man. Sorry to hear that, Diablo. But you know, at least you actually, you know, made it safe with the move, right? Yeah, Dragon Ball is gonna be cool. Like, it's like a crazy amount of franchises in this game. I just don't understand. I just don't understand how like something like Fortnite exists, right? It could be just like any battle royale, but no, it has copyright after copyright from all over the world. It's just crazy, right? Like, you have music artists, you have actors, you have cartoons, you have anime, you have music, you have like crazy amounts of money that Epic is spending for the game and also gets. Fortnite is the OG, yeah. I guess it's better than reading or playing, watching Ready Player One, so I'll give you a point to that, Epic. I'll give you a point for that. It brings them benefits. Yeah, true. Like, even in that 0 hour poster, you get to see like the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and you have Kong, and you have Godzilla, and you have God, what else? In that poster itself, you have the a TIE fighter from Star Wars. You have massive big Homer Simpson in his underwear. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Never seen more people saying, is that guy from Fortnite? We should have a DB watch along. That's gonna be way too long, the Rice Man. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, some of the original designs in Fortnite are kind of cool, but the rest of them are just like, I mean, okay, cool. I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't pay any money for that. But for stuff like, you know, the licensed stuff, that's where the money goes, you know. Like, you know, Scooby-Doo, like Hatsune Miku, like Dragon Ball, like My Hero Academia, like Godzilla, King Kong. I don't know if they're ever gonna put, like, you know, characters like the, you know, the Looney Tunes or something like I don't think Disney will ever allow like Mickey, Donald, or Goofy in there, but it would be cool, right? But I don't think they would like seeing their poster boy carrying an AK-47. Yeah, that would be too much for the little kiddies. Yeah, it'll be too much. Daima can work. Well, here's the thing. Daima is cool, right? Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy Daima, but if you're like a hardcore Dragon Ball Z fan, you would probably not enjoy it that much until the very end. I enjoyed Daima. Don't get me wrong. I thought Daima was pretty great. All right? But it leans more on the OG Dragon Ball more than anything. The sense of adventure and whatnot. And I think that was Toriyama's intention, which is cool. I wish it had a few more episodes in order to, like, you know, cook things a bit more, but I think probably due to budget, I guess. Oh, Kairi, honey. Honey? Damn, you already wooing me? Damn, all right, my guy. Thank you. It's good to see you too, Val. And hi, Bobby. Hello, hello. Welcome. Daima's ending sucks, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it felt a little anticlimactic, right? It felt a little anticlimactic. I mean, it was, I think it's because, like, you know, production and, you know, because Toriyama sadly passed away, so they couldn't, like, fully realize what he has in terms of the story itself. I mean, it's fine. It had some cool things in it, right? The funny thing is, like, the main antagonist, I actually forgot his name. When he, like, gets his power up, he just looks like he's part of Jiren's squad, and I'm like, huh? What? Why? Why does he look like he's from, like, God, what was that universe that Jiren was in? I actually forgot, but yeah, animation wise, it was good. The replacement of GT, yeah, it was. Goma, yeah, Goma. He's such a little prick, to be honest, a little prick. But they actually didn't do much with you know, his assistant, right, and the girl as well. It felt like they really wanted to make more, but they couldn't. So they kind of, like, compromised in a few things. Hope the movie went well. We're gonna talk about it in a little bit. But how you doing, Curb? Yeah, the Pride Troopers. That's right. Yeah, it did feel like if it had double the episode count, it could have gone much better, right? It could have gone much better, but at this point of time, with the 20 episodes, it's fine. It's good. It's another Dragon Ball series to enjoy, to say the least. Compared to One Punch Man, man, feels bad about One Punch Man season 3. You know, it's in a dire situation when not even the opening that is sung by Odd. Man, I keep forgetting, like, a lot of things today. Jam Project, yeah. They did sing like the opening for season 3, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure like Jam Project also sang the season 3 opening. Anyway, it didn't even save it, right? Because production issues. This is more on Bandai Namco, who has the license, not really caring about it. They just want to cash out and do whatever. They don't want to give it the proper amount of budget. So see, with something like Gintama, which also is produced by Bandai Namco Pictures, they can go like low on the budget, right? But the content itself is still like good. It's still good to great, and it's still very funny. But for something like One Punch Man that needed like dynamic animation, and it needs like cool keyframing and poses and whatnot, similar to how Murata Sensei did in the manga after in his like in the manga version compared to the original made by One. It's just disappointing. It's just disappointing. They just didn't really care. They're not caring. I feel bad for the production staff who are not getting any love from the people on the internet, because you know, internet. If you don't make the internet happy, they will bitch about it on social media, and Yeah, I feel bad for them for checking even Twitter because it ain't nice. It ain't nice. I'm just happy of seeing Vegeta go into Super Saiyajin 3. Yeah, Vegeta needs his cool stuff, but again, in the end of the day, Goku will always one-up him. Doing all right, working out right now. Also hunting in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Ooh, you've been grinding in MHG. I see. Congrats on your new home. Thank you, Lindsay. All right, let's actually talk about the move. Okay, so Friday, we're preparing everything. It took a bit of time, and we had to actually wake up extra early the next day in order to like do the final touches and send like the last few things to the other building where we're going. So like I said before, fortunately, and we are very lucky that we found a place that is within walking distance, right? That is the one big thing, because number one, I don't have a car, right? Number two, if we moved to a farther location, it might be difficult for me and my sister to go to work if we went farther away. And number three, moving to a farther location will increase the costs of transferring stuff. And it won't be easy, right? Because we did split the whole like loading up of the truck and moving to the new place twice, right? It wasn't done in one go. We had to do that twice. So if we went to a farther location, we gotta drive to the new place and then put the stuff, and then go back and then pick up the stuff and then drive again to the new location. And you don't know if we're gonna go through traffic, if we're gonna go through like any issues on the road. We don't know if like the truck can handle moving that many distances with a lot of very precious items in there that could be breakable. So yeah, we had to settle for something very, very close, and we're lucky with that. G was tough, but it's a fun challenge. Yeah, I figured. I mean, because it is the culmination of all the older Monster Hunters. So I barely slept on Friday, and I think I woke up even like at around 5 a.m. when the moving process was starting at 7, right? So I had to prepare everything. They came at 7. They came on time. That is good. That is pretty good. And then we started picking everything up, right? We started picking everything up, and it took a bit of a while. At the beginning, it was a little bit fast, but it took a bit of a while. And there were a few things like which we were worried about, like the fridge, the oven, the dryer, and the washing machine. Hi, Caped. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope the audio quality is sounding good, right? I'm pretty sure it doesn't sound like echoey or anything, right? Yeah, that is Cape. That is Cape / Chapet. But yeah, I hope the audio sounds good and it doesn't sound echoey or anything. But if it sounds good, then yeah, we're good to go, which is very, very nice. So yeah, it took us right until it sounds good. Okay, appreciate it. Sound is good. All right, awesome. That is good to know. But we did manage to at least bring everything over by almost around 3 to 4 p.m. That was kind of a mess, right? Because there were a lot of boxes that we had, a lot of boxes with stuff that we didn't need. And we have a special room in order to put in all the box stuff that we don't need. Unfortunately, these guys were like, they were just rushing in the end. I don't know why. They did say that they were going to be with us for the entire day, but they were just rushing through things and decided, okay, we'll just throw in whatever box we have in there. Even though some of them have written, has specifically been written with a marker, thanks to my mother. This needs to be in the kitchen. This needs to be in the my room. It needs to be in my sister's room. It needs to be in the living room and whatnot. Unfortunately, it's not that much, but there are still a few things that we need to look through, and it's going to be a bit of a headache, unfortunately. But once we moved into the new place, we did find a few things that weren't working, despite the owner has been telling us, oh, well, everything should be good. Everything should be ready, right? Like the heater is ready. The water heaters are ready. The bathroom should be good. The kitchen should be good. Everything should be hunky-dory. It wasn't. It wasn't. Hey, stranger, how you doing? So first things first. The doors, they look kind of cool. They look kind of shiny, but they don't close properly. You have to like press on the door pretty hard in order to close like some of the doors in the rooms. Well, that kind of sucks. We can live through that. And then the next thing is we find like one of the toilets was not working well. What is this about paying like an insurance fee before we actually stay in the new place and giving us things that don't work? So we had to call a plumber for that one. And after the next day, the same thing with the shower itself. Like, you know, we had to fix that. The shower wasn't working in one of the bathrooms. Yes, we just moved into a new apartment. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. What else? What else did we find not working? Oh yeah, before we actually moved in, we had to change one of the water heaters as well, because they had a very, very old one which was dripping water. Fantastic. We had to get a new one, right? The door, the outside door, we had to change the lock as well because it's not very good, right? The key was kind of not that great. It wasn't working well. So we had to change the door. We had to get a locksmith in order to change the door and give us some new keys. What else? God. Man, there's just quite a lot of things that we had to take care of. And yeah, did they even do maintenance on that place? I don't know, Rayquaza. I don't know. It just feels like it gives you a nice shiny exterior, but there is some things that they kind of like were like whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot the kitchen. The kitchen, we had to get like some outside cleaners in order to clean the kitchen because the people who actually lived in this apartment were not very hygienic. They're not very hygienic. We even found a couple of the cupboards. You know, the handles on the cupboards? They're broken. Like, are you serious? Like, we just held one of them and it was broken. Come on, man. Don't do this. You're gonna give us a place. Give us a place that is 100%, good, right? we're not like paying chump change for rent, you know. And the building is kind of pretty good, right? It's pretty good. There's no way the landlord should have let this stuff slide, right? Exactly. It's not our responsibility to fix stuff that you should have fixed to begin with, right? It's ridiculous. But, you know, for the sake of convenience, we have to grin and bear it. Assuming the landlord cares, I am not sure. I'm not sure. But we just had to grin and bear it because, really, do we have any other choice? We don't. We don't have any other choice. Like I said earlier, we no car. It'll be difficult to, like, travel to a different area and whatnot. So we had to handle it, right? And yeah, I did say, like, the move, like, that happened on Saturday was during my birthday. I didn't get any presents, of course, but the only present I got is from a bunch of mosquitoes, because, you know, the old building, they don't have, like, you know, hygiene, right? Because, you know, we have, like, the doors open so that the folks would pick up, like, stuff and put them in their truck. So we had to keep the doors open, and, you know, mosquitoes had a little party, even though they're uninvited. So I have, like, all sorts of mosquito bites on my limbs and stuff, which is kind of annoying. And, well, I'm like, man, this old place, no hygiene either. Yeah. I did talk about the old place before on how it too was rough, right? Like a few months ago, we had to change the entire plumbing system in one of the bathrooms because the geniuses decided to add a how can I say this? A booster? A booster? I don't know. Water booster? I don't know. It's probably a new water motor that actually boosts the water pressure, right? And considering how the building is old and it has very old and not so good pipes, it managed to, like, mess everything up. Like, water was leaking everywhere, especially in that bathroom that I mentioned. So we had to install a whole new plumbing system with external pipes and whatnot. And now this is all useless because the old apartment is going to get destroyed. That's right. Thanks to the the real estate company that now owns the building. It's after everyone gets the F out at the end of December, they're gonna destroy the whole building down and they're gonna build a new one. So all that money that was spent on the plumbing system literally went down the drain. Oh well. Now that's how life is. That's how life is. They always give you something unexpected. You have to handle it, and then at the end of the day, you'll be like, "Oh well, it's gone now." No, what can you do? You can't get mad. You can't get sad. You just have to live with it. You just have to live with it and move on. Yeah, but what else outside? What else in the new place that we had to, like, fix? I think, like, the first thing that we actually did on the day that we moved is to get internet. Yes, we had to get internet. Like, even my family agreed. We have to get the internet here up and running. So we went with the same ISP, and you know, hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it goes well, and no issues pop up. But yeah, it's been a lot of work. it's been a lot of like going around places, calling people, especially even like today. I did mention on the Discord that some of the old furniture, we want to actually sell it, right? So I managed to contact a whole bunch of companies that buys old furniture, and a lot of these were ripoffs because, you know, my mother actually really cares about the furniture in her home. So stuff like the kitchen and sofas and a couple of closets, they've been taken care of, right? They're in pretty good condition. So it should give like a good amount of money. Hello there. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. But it nobody wanted to buy it at a good price. They were trying to rip us off, right? They were trying to rip us off. So in the end, we decided, you know, screw it. You know what? We're not going to be ripped off by one of these guys, right? We're not going to be ripped off by one of these guys. Let's donate it to charity. Let's donate it to charity. There are people who actually need these things. Let's give it to them. That's it. The money, whatever. It's better to give it to like someone who actually needs it instead of like getting ripped off, right? This is out of but Tidy Whitey's Homer. Yes, I did see that. And I think he's trying to continue a Fortnite BP. Well, we don't need to do that because I bought the rest of the BP. Not enough time. Not enough time. I had to buy the rest of the BP. So now I have like Flanders. I have regular Homer as well. The Tidy Whitey Homer? Nah, I'm good. Like a Homer in his undies is funny. And like seeing a big fat guy running in his underwear is funny, but I don't know. I don't know about that. What do you mean, what? I have no time. I have no time. I decided, all right, just buy the whole thing and that's it. Be free. Because Epic loves limited time battle passes because it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, if I didn't have the move and it didn't take too much goddamn time, I would have spent some time playing more Fortnite until I finished the battle pass. But no, I don't. I didn't have enough time. And, you know, time's running out and limited pass, so screw it. I'll just buy it. Speaking of which, I did buy the Miku pack as well. Isn't that wonderful? Because they decided, you know what, Sai? You know what? Since now you're playing Fortnite, all the things that you want, all the things that you like are going to come consecutively, right? You like Street Fighter? There, you got a whole bunch of Street Fighters coming back. You like some Marvel? Here's the thing. You can just get the thing from the Fantastic Four. You like Hatsune Miku? Here's Hatsune Miku. Go buy Hatsune Miku. And now Rice Man is telling me that Dragon Ball is going to be in there. So I don't know. Am I going to buy Goku and Vegeta as well? I don't know. I don't know. My wallet is crying. My wallet is already crying from all the expenses that I've already paid during the move. And now it's crying because of goddamn skins in Fortnite. Well. That's how life is, guys. That's how life is. Yeah, Pal is already hyped. But yeah, we're definitely going to be playing 0 Hour on Saturday. I hope nothing comes up on Saturday, but if something does, I'll let you guys know. That's why there's not going to be any schedule for the next few days. No idea what's going to happen because we shall see. Welcome to the Fortnite hole. I don't know. Again, outside of potentially Dragon Ball, I got all what I wanted. Right? I got Scooby-Doo. I'm good. I got The Simpsons. Oh no, Miku is in the store. Then proceed to never play it till someone invites you to play. I mean, we are playing it together, Fal, right? We are checking like the new stuff. Miku is back. Yes, Alex. Go get her now. Go get her now. She's in the store. Hurry up. Hurry up. Everything. Buy the entire pack, right? How many V-Bucks this is? Let me see. I don't know how many V-Bucks this is because I now own it. But yeah, buy the whole thing. There's Lego Miku. There's the Dance Miku. There's Miku Lights. There's 2 Miku songs as well. Yeah, so go buy it. We're rocking 4 Mikus. Yeah. We're rocking 4 Mikus. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're gonna, you know what? The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have Homer do the Miku dance. Because stupid Fortnite exists. we'll have him do the Miku beam. Oh my god. Yeah, I think outside of like potentially Dragon Ball, probably no other skins, because I saw the quote-unquote leak for season 7 and it's kind of outside of like Kasane Teto, if she shows up. I can wait for Teto. I'm no rush for Kasane Teto, even though, you know, we love our Vocaloids here, but I can wait on that. Like Harry Potter. What else? What is there? What is there that potentially shows up in season 7? God, I don't know. Let me actually look at the image. Let me see if I can find it. Season 7. Oh wait. Actually, Hugh actually posted it somewhere. Let me look it up. Let me see. Okay, so we have it's still loading. Okay, there's Kill Bill. Kill Bill is all right. The movies are great. There's Back to the Future, sure. Oh, no rush in getting it, but you know, having the DeLorean there would be cool, right? What else? We'll have to wait and see. Dang it, it's 35 euros. Wow. It's actually more expensive for you, Alex. Well, thank goodness for regional pricing. It's actually a lot cheaper here. It's a lot less than 35 euros. The whole, like, Miku pack? Yeah. If you log in tomorrow, you'll get a skin? Oh, we'll see. Hey, Dud. How you doing? Welcome. There's South Park. There's Resident Evil. Whatever. Ninjago. Crypto the Super Dog. High show speed. SpongeBob. Yippee. Cool. Now I can have Patrick carry a machine gun. Awesome. Will Nickelodeon even allow this? Like, I mean, I understand like Avatar, as in Avatar The Last Airbender was in Fortnite, but SpongeBob? I don't know. Will it be okay for Nickelodeon to have, like, you know, the old Bob carry, like, I don't know, a shotgun? We'll see if this actual image actually works or not, if it's actually real or not. How's the move out? Talked about it a bit earlier. Gonna talk about it a little bit more, but all in all, tiring as hell. A Virgo Cup, I got into Group B and I won. Wow, I was surprised. I wanted to get into Group A, but the competition was tough. But in the Group B finals, I won. Yeah, nice. Pretty cool. Summer Marzinski clinched it. So I'll take it. I may have not gotten into the Group A finals, but hey, getting like first place in there is pretty good enough for me. I'll take it. I'll take it. Should I buy the Miku whole set? Yes. Buy it. Buy it, Caved. Because, welcome back, Diablo. Because if we're gonna play on Saturday, we gotta all Miku it up. You know, we all gotta Miku it up. You have to be the Miku army. And I'm pretty sure, like, once we hop into Fortnite on that day, I'm gonna see everyone playing Miku. Not just us. Group A second placer. Ah. Well, here's the thing. With Unity Cup, you manage to gain a lot of stats easier if you actually did the Unity training. And it's so much better to it's so much better in order to get stats for things that you barely even do in URA finale. So with Guts, for example, you can actually get Guts to C if you actually play your cards right, and you don't even need Guts cards, right? But usually in URA finale, you have your Guts at like E or D, but if you play your cards right, you can get some pretty good stats overall. And S rank could potentially be achievable, because I did see a few people get S rank thanks to Unity Cup. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, the upcoming champions meetings. Kate, why are you asking Foul? What do you think? He's going to say yes. Are you expecting anything else? He's going to say yes. Buy it. Buy it now. He's going to tell you, take that wallet. Take that wallet. Give Lord Epic, give Tim Epic the money, and then get off your chair and do the Miku Miku beam. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Everyone's glowing up. Also yesterday, yeah, I did see that. 2 Mummy Creeks and Vampire Shower. That's pretty good luck. She good to say she went Google baby. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. I'm not surprised. She enjoys the Google baby's life. And now she got a double mummy. She got the double mummy. The mummy mommy? Although technically mummy actually makes sense as mother because it's used in the UK. So yeah, you know what I mean. But not surprised is crazy. I mean, I'm not surprised that she's Halu over Super Creek. It's true. I'm sorry, Bombi, but it is true. Nice. 3 SSRs. It's because I prayed. I prayed too hard. No, that's a good kind. That's a good kind of prayer. The gotcha style of prayer, which is actually pretty good. Father Najumu, how is the new face? What do you mean, father? You think I'm I ain't your dad. The only time I was with your dad when we played what's it called? Who's your daddy? When you were the little baby. Also, hi Rose. Missed you. I've been thinking that the 3 men and the baby should be playing a little game called Marvel Cosmic Invasion. That's coming out around a few days from now on December 1st. So I think next week. Yeah, it's coming out next week. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more on Discord about that, but it's fun. 4-player beat 'em up where you can play as 2 characters And you have a roster of 16 characters, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Yeah. We did want to say that we're going to play a beat 'em up together. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I got dibs on Logan, though. And potentially Venom. We'll see. But we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of good characters in there. Good roster of characters. I wonder how to convince the gang to get Worms and WMD. You know, I've been quite a Worms enjoyer for the longest while. Like, I played the hell out of Worms Armageddon. Worms Armageddon was like peak Worms. Truly one of the best of the Worms games out there, and there are so many of them. There's just there's too many of them. Finally, another game where we're working together and not against each other. I mean, yeah, don't worry. We're going to be playing 2XKO again. Yeah, because we missed our boy SK, right? We're going to play Tuco. We're going to play Tuco again. So get that Ari, grind that Ari pretty well, okay? She's fun, and she's very strong. She's one of the strongest characters in the game right now, so you playing with top tier, son. But yeah, Worms WMD is probably the closest of a modern day Worms, which is pretty fun. So maybe we'll give it a shot. WMD is the best Worms game aside from Armageddon World Party. Yeah, I do actually want to give it a shot, though. I miss me some Worms. Worms is fun. Like, it never gets old in order to, you know, summon the airstrikes, toss the, what's it called, the Hallelujah Bomb, right? All right. Thank you for coming, Diablo. Please rest well. Rest well after a hard day's work, and thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And what else? What else? Yeah, some of these voice packs that the game had in Armageddon. Yeah, some of these won't fly in today's climate. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But they were funny. Yeah, the concrete donkey. Yeah. Oh, right. There's also the sheep. The exploding sheep. That's also a good weapon. Yeah, the banana bomb was actually fun. And, you know, it's always fun when you basically are next to another worm and they're right at the ledge. And then you get that karate gear up and then you do a shoryuken. Knock them right into the sea. Perfect way to finish an opponent off. Yeah, and the fact that you can actually customize the names of the worms, so it can be pretty funny. I don't know what the Worms team are doing right now, and I think the last Worms game was like Battle Royale, which was kind of like it's not that great. Like, I really miss the 2D aesthetic that the game has. Worms WMD is 80% off? Oh, let me actually see. Worms WMD. Wow, that is indeed 85% off. Damn, Worms Rumble is even cheaper. Holy crap. That's the Battle Royale that I mentioned. Oh my god, that is so unfortunate. That is so... It's even cheaper than the original first Worms. Oof. That is painful. That is painful. I feel bad for Team 17. I know they want to try something different, but Yikes. Have even like when it comes to the sales, it is even lower than the older games? That's crazy. Like Worms WMD is actually the more expensive one compared to the others when it comes to the sales. Damn. Well, it is pretty cheap, so... Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's do this. Here we go. All right, who's looking for some worms? Who is looking for some worms? All right. Okay, let's see. Who's looking for some worms? Let's see. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Who deserves the urge to worm? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. A purchase on stream? Perhaps. 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 We shall see. We shall see. Maybe we might see it in the future. Yes. Bobby is also a Worms and WMD haver. Very interesting. It shall be considered. It shall be considered. It shall be considered in the future, now that we have enough people to play the game. Yes. Yes, sir. But, yeah. What else? So since we're talking about games right now, we're going to talk about, you know, the apartment stuff in a bit. Since we're talking about games, hopefully next week, after everything is 100% settled, we're going to be playing Dispatch. Yes, I totally did not see any stream or anything about the game. I only watched like a little bit of the trailers, but I did not want to spoil myself on this game at all. But I heard a lot of people say that this game is kind of awesome, right? It's kind of an awesome game. So, and it's a, you know, a pretty decently long narrative game. So we're in due for a long VN style game. So yeah, we're going to be hopefully playing Dispatch next week. I'm excited. I am hella excited. I always love our hero stories with a little bit of sense of humor and a little bit of heart. But let's see. What else? We did mention that hopefully I managed to talk with the boys in order to play Marvel Cosmic Invasion. What else? What else? I think we should be good this Friday for good old Monster Hunter again. We'll be playing Wilds again. Hopefully at the same time. But no promises. No promises, because we still have a few things that we need to settle. So hopefully on Friday we'll be back with some good old Monster Hunter Wilds. And maybe we can beat up Arc-Tempered New Udra. Maybe. Maybe. We shall see. We shall see. God, I think for the remainder of the year, there probably isn't any other new fighting games that I can buy. I can't get into the Avatar Legends open alpha test because, you know, it's limited to the United States, but it does look really cool, right? I'm very glad that they did not cancel that game, because the game actually animates as if you are watching the show, which is insane. Right? It's really good. Like, and the amount of mobility that this game has, like they did post like a move list to for Aang. It just show a little bit of his move list, and the amount of mobility this kid has is crazy. You know, it makes a lot of sense, right? Avatar is about Earth. It's about Earth. It's about air. It's about water. It's about fire. And you need to incorporate these elements in order to make it accurate to Avatar itself. And from what I've seen, when it comes to Aang himself, like he manages to fly with, like, you know, the kite, and he's able to use airbending very efficiently. It's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. I'm actually kind of excited, right? I don't expect Tenzin to show up as a playable character, but he's one of my favorite support characters in Korra, and partially due to J.K. Simmons voicing the character. But now, I don't know if he'll be playable. He'll probably be like a support character. But, you know, I'm pretty sure like they're going to cover like a good amount of the popular characters from both The Last Airbender and Korra. So definitely we're going to see like Pop. We're going to see what's I think Katara is already confirmed. We're definitely I don't know if they could include someone like Amon from season 1 of Korra. It would be pretty cool though. We'd have Steve Bloom in the game as well. Worms? Yeah, Worms. Worms is a game that exists. Wow. You know it exists, right? Worms is a very cool franchise about a bunch of small worms who can shoot people with guns, right? You can shoot people with guns and banana bombs and sheep and all sorts of funny things, right? Worms. Yes, there are worms. Yes, that exists. Yes. It's a very fun franchise. You should give it a try, Fal. It's pretty cool, right? Very, very cool franchise. I heard Worms, the WMD, was actually a very, very cool game. Yeah, it's very cheap as well. And then Sokka just shows up with his boomerang. Yeah, Sokka definitely has to be playable. 100%. 100% Sokka is going to be playable. But yeah, apparently it's not going to have that big of a roster, but makes sense because it's 2D anime. It's going to be a lot of work. Yeah, Uncle, can we say Iro or Iro? That's something that a lot of people argue about a lot, but he should be in the game as well. And he should have a taunt where he just like sits down and sips his usual cup of tea. It has to be. It has to be. It can't be Iro without that, right? Let's see. Tokon is going to have its second beta on the same time as well. And again, it's only on PS5. And I really want to play this game, right? They did say they're going to add some nice improvements like quick tag and potentially no auto combo option? Question mark. We'll have to wait and see for that. I do want to see more characters though, but at least they have like Ghost Rider and Spidey as playables this time, so it'll spice things up. Cabbage Man will somehow be the joke character. Yeah, I pretty much. It would be funny if he does show up. I mean, he does show up in the Nickelodeon All-Star Battle as an NPC in the second game. Let's see. I was talking a little bit about Tokon and what else? Oh yeah, Mr. Big is coming pretty soon in City of the Wolves. Right? We just played Chun-Li like last week and a couple of weeks before, but Mr. Big is coming on December 9th. And they're rushing through that DLC. I wonder what's going on. Are they really gearing up for season 2, or they want to recuperate their losses because of the marketing, the nonsensical marketing that the game has? Sometimes there is no marketing, and then sometimes there is having a fighting game franchise that doesn't resonate with the American audience on the WrestleMania stage. And I'm like, are you sure about that, SNK? You actually had like people like iShowSpeed and KSI be promoting the game, but are they actually playing the game? No. Did it bring more sales? No. Did including Football Man bring more sales? No. He and Ganachi are the least played characters in the game. No one is playing them. So, what's going on here? Why? There was more hype when it came to the Street Fighter characters like Ken and Chun in the game compared to Ronaldo, aka Football Guy. But, I don't know. Lesson learned? Maybe? Question mark? We'll see. We'll see. But again, back to the apartment thing. Yeah, there's one big thing that we're a little bit worried about, and that's the washing machine. So the washing machine has been a little bit faulty. It hasn't been like working properly. Like it hasn't been like rinsing the clothes properly. So we're going to be testing it with a few different settings, perhaps tomorrow, and see if it hopefully works well. If it still doesn't, we have to buy a whole new one. Like the things that my mother was worried about the most was the oven and the dryer. And these so far, we don't know how things at work here, but these so far are fine. It's the washing machine, which we didn't have like any idea that it'll have issues. That actually has issues now. So let's hope for the best when it comes to that one. And man, it's just like it's just like way too tiring to move, right? Like I feel bad for people like who actually move, not just from city to city, from country to country, right? From country to country. If you actually decide to like ship all your items from like one country to the next, that's a bad idea. That's a nightmare waiting to happen. So if, for example, if you're going to move from one country to the next, you just pick up your essentials and just keep it. Just buy everything new in the new place. It'll be costly, yes, but it'll also be costly to ship stuff from one location to another. And it's not guaranteed if it will reach 100% fine. It might be destroyed. It might be messed up. Hello, Kurumi. Hi. I'm blessed and privileged enough to have just moved down the street last year, but holy crap, this was stressful. Yeah, so we did move close by as well, right? We did move close by as well, but yeah, moving from one house to another. This is just apartments, right? But one house, a whole house is just... You gotta pay some mortgages, you gotta pay for a new lease, you gotta buy, you gotta boot contracts, you gotta sign contracts, and you gotta, you know, I don't think you pay rent. You just got to pay like the house in installments. I know how much moving can be. Yeah, it'll be a lot. It'll be a lot. It will be a lot. So, yeah, you did talk to us about it, that it kind of like put a big dent in the wallet. But I'm pretty sure like you managed to get at least all your Miku stuff back. Speaking of which, Rose, can I tell you about something related to Hatsune Miku? So there is this video game that is on the Epic Store that you can actually play for free. It is called Fortnite, right? And right at this moment, right at this time, Hatsune Miku and a good bunch of songs and you know, dances are available on the store. I'm pretty sure you already have it, don't you, Rose? I'm 100% sure you have Fortnite. Am I right, Rose? Surely you would have got it for your number one fictional Oshi. You already have the Miku skin. This MF already has Fortnite. I knew it. I knew I could count on you, Rose. I knew I could count on you. I knew it. He has to have it. He has to have the Fortnite. Vin had it when she first came out. Yeah, see? You deserve your Miku card, my friend. You deserve it, right? I did say he is one of the most devout Miku stands out there, and he has proven my point. Thank you, Rose. You have passed the test. Even though it's not really a test, but you know what I mean. But yeah, it's time. I don't know if SK has Fortnite too. Does SK have Fortnite? Does he? I should actually ask him. So then eventually, outside of Marvel Cosmic Invasion, we can also play Fortnite. Yeah. We have the European, we have 2 Americans, and the guy in the MENA region, all in different servers. Yeah, hooray. That's fun. We love international connections on different servers. Fortnite will legit be so fun. Yeah, Fortnite would be fun. I did actually get to play Fortnite on stream because I wanted a scary game, right? I want a scary game, and Fortnite is scary, right? It was during like Halloween time, and Fortnite has to be scary. And then I saw goddamn Scooby-Doo and Shaggy in the store, and I thought, oh damn, is it time? Is it actually time to get into the game because of the goddamn dog? Yes, it is. And then we went from there. Right? Went from there. We got the Scoob skin, yeah. And then eventually they started showing all the other skins that I like from the franchises that I like. So now I have Ryu equipped with a giant hoagie as an axe. That's right. And he has a dance, not really a dance, but a taunt where he actually punches a fake reptile. And we have Shao Kahn saying flawless victory. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat crossing over in Fortnite when it will never actually do that in reality. Only Fortnite can do this. And now I have Homer Simpson, right? Doing the gritty. Yeah, Homer Simpson doing the gritty. And then we have The Thing doing some kind of K-pop dance. What the absolute hell is this game, man? Every time I'm going to say this, I'm sorry if I sound repetitive, but what the hell is this game, man? How did this game come to be, right? I don't get it. I don't get it. Right? And then next season we're gonna have like I don't know. Did they actually have Nicolas Cage as a character? I know he's in Dead by Daylight, but I'm pretty sure like Nicolas Cage was in Fortnite, right? Pretty sure. Fortnite is the definition of whimsy, yeah. They do put in a lot of work though. Like we played on the Simpsons map a few times, and the amount of references and amount of like stuff that makes it different from the usual Fortnite map is impressive. You know, like they're putting in effort. Like the what's it called? The K-pop Demon Hunters special mode that was also in the game was really fun. Right? It's kind of like what's it called? Left 4 Dead, or kind of like how the Marvel Zombies event was a Marvel Rivals, but they're doing a good job, right? They're doing a good job. It's fun. It is pretty fun. It is pretty fun. Now I understand. Now I wish like if you have like a different skin, like they have like special abilities or whatnot, but this is not a hero shooter. It's just a battle royale. So makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. I now understand the appeal. I now understand the appeal. You won't find me doing that with League of Legends or Dota though. Nah. With League of Legends, I'm good with 2x KO. It's more than enough. No. No League for me. I am sorry. I'm sorry, Cape. Cape was actually trying to get me to play League, and she said, I'll help you play Braum. Why would I need to play League of Legends for Braum when I can just play 2x KO and just like, you know, bash the shield on people's heads, right? And then we have like, and then like, you know, have random Echo Yasuo's or Echo Aries one and done me because they got hit by a reset. Like, bro, you're playing some of the best characters in the game, and you got cooked by Braum Blitzcrank. Two of, I wouldn't say they're low tier, but two of the lesser strong characters in the game. Like, I don't know. I started playing recently as well with friends. It can be so much fun how freaking random it is. Yes, that's actually true. Yeah. No League, Alex. No. League of Legends. I'm sorry, you're not gonna even pull off the Gigi Murin tactic of having Mori Calliope play League of Legends by doing so many things. Like at least she played 2x KO, but no, we're not doing that. We're not doing League. We're not doing Dota, Dota 2. Yeah, we're not playing those. No, I am not ready for the salt. I've already played like a Genshin Squadra, which is kind of like a League like, and it was kind of no, that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun. I understand skill issue. I understand, but nah, no, thank you. If there's anything that is close to a MOBA that I'd give a shot, it's Deadlock. Deadlock is the game that I really want to play again, because from the few times that I played, it's good, and now the aesthetic is more apparent, right? It has this like steampunk noir look on it, and I dig it. It's pretty nice. Yeah, when we need to like find time in order to play it again, but definitely in the near future we could give Deadlock another go. Yeah, it's good. Is pretty good. Yeah, no League. I'm sorry guys, no League, unless question mark, unless. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I kept you waiting, huh? But yeah, just put the unless with a big question mark. But for now, no League. No leak. I'm good. Again, 2x KO, more than enough. No, don't give them that unless. Yeah, it's just potentially an empty gesture, Rose. It's just like unless unless it's not happening. We already had like a sub related bet, right? If we like reached 1k, we'll be fighting Fatalis again in Monster Hunter World. Because some of you really want me to go through Fatalis again for some reason, especially Kirby. Even though he killed his entire family tree. Like his entire family tree, like from Fatalis's great grandfather to, I don't know, the current Fatalis. He just keeps killing them. And he wants me to kill him again. So I say, okay, when we get 1k either on YouTube or on Twitch, we're gonna fight this dumb thing again. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that if it happens, then yeah, as promised, I am a man of my word. I will always keep my promise. We hit that number, and yeah, we're fighting Fatalis again. We're gonna get Bombi back in there. We're gonna get Kirby in there. We're gonna get Zen in there, and she's gonna be screaming her lungs out, potentially in Indonesian, and it'll be a grand old time, full of suffering, but grand old time regardless. Yeah. Again, I gotta say, like, regarding like MOBA games, I just don't understand why people actually get too mad about them. Right? Oh, welcome back, Rice Man. Yeah, like the fact that I see more people rage more on MOBAs compared to other other genres. I think maybe the closest one could be first-person shooters and then fighting games. But I think MOBAs are the game genres that people get tilted a lot. They get tilted a lot. And I'm not just talking about Tyler 1, right? We know Tyler 1 just, you know, is what he is, right? But I see a lot of people like get super mad about in some of these games. And it's interesting, right? It's interesting and kind of scary, question mark? Well, you could say the same thing about a lot of games in general. True. That's why I said, like, first it's like MOBAs, and then comes first-person shooters, and then comes fighting games, right? The salt levels. But MOBAs tend to have like a lot more salt compared to a lot of other genres. Yeah. So what else do I actually want to talk about? We did talk about overall, I did say like it was exhausting, but hopefully everything will be set so that we can get back to our usual schedule with the shenanigans, right? Fighting games sometimes make me rage when the opponent's using the same stuff, but it works. Yeah. Sometimes you get outplayed, and it kind of hurts your ego a little bit. I get you. I know the feeling. Just came by to hug and pat him. Oh, thank you, Zen. Thank you, Zen. We miss you too, Zen. Hopefully we get back to Rise, and then we can actually play together. Also, Zen, I noticed that you have Worms WMD. Is that right? I'm pretty sure I did see your PFE in that has the game. So good news. We have a bunch of people who have Worms WMD as well. So potentially we can also play that. Yes, sir. That's gonna be pretty fun. Moving legit made me consider downsizing a lot of my collection. So here's the thing. There is a lot of things that was in our older apartment that we were not using anymore, right? We were just like keeping it on display and whatnot. And a lot of it is now stored in boxes and having like a nice little X on them and are kept in the storeroom in the new one. Yeah, because seriously, it's just it took way too much time. It took way too much time in order to pack stuff, and most of them was done by, you know, my mother. She's a pretty old lady, right? We've been trying our best to help her on like the weekends, but most of the day, most of the week we're working. Both of us are working, and she's been doing it all by herself. So she decided, you know what? I'm not gonna do everything. I'm not gonna pack and unpack everything. There's a bunch of things that we need to pack, and we can keep it in the storeroom. We're not gonna open it. We're not gonna use it. So we're gonna just keep it there so that not every time when we move, we get to pack and unpack, pack and unpack. It's just too much of a headache. Like one room by itself took like days in order to pack. So it's very, very, very exhausting. It's very, very exhausting in order to like pack up everything. That's why we actually left a few things behind, right? Like I said, a couple of closets we left behind. We left like an old table, an old dining table. We don't need that. It was way too big. It's pretty good condition, but we don't need that anymore. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we left behind. We were supposed to sell it, but again, like I said earlier, a lot of the furniture buying companies, they're, you know, they rip us off. So we thought, you know, screw this. Let's give it to charity. Whatever. Let's give it to people who actually need it instead of like getting scammed by these companies. Let's give it to people who actually need it. So yeah, it's just tiring, and especially when it comes to someone like you, Rose. I'm pretty sure like you have like a lot of figures, you have a lot of like, you know, a lot of Miku stuff, very sure, and like figures of other things, and then you have to like put the figures in like boxes, and you have to worry about carrying the display boxes or the display cabinets, because I'm pretty sure like you have a bunch of display cabinets, right? You have to actually ask the moving company to be extra careful, because some of these are made of glass, and if they don't take good care of it, you don't have anywhere to put your figures, and that's bad. So I feel you. I feel you, Rose. That's a lot of stuff to worry about. That's a lot of stuff to be like, am I actually going to get all the figures through? Am I gonna actually get all the other stuff, like the more important stuff like appliances and whatnot also as well? There was a lot. Just two that I got after I moved. Oh, only two. Okay. It's even worse with apartments, you know? At least with houses, it's like they're both on potentially ground level, but with apartments, it's a little different. So we're on the 6th floor. This apartment is on the 6th floor, and the elevator that we have here is okay. It's not the best. And like the janitor told us like several times, please take care. Don't stuff the elevator with a lot of stuff inside. Take it easy, because we don't want the elevator to like, you know, break down. So for some instances, we had to tell the movers to, you know, you guys got to carry it up all the way to the 6th floor. And again, that was another thing that was that my family was worried about, especially when it comes to the big stuff. Like, again, the oven, the washing machine, the dryer, so on and so forth. So yeah, the higher you go when it comes to apartments, the more scary moving is. But it would be nice to actually like move into your own house instead of renting an apartment. But unfortunately, where I live, foreigners can't do that. Yeah. You cannot own your own house if you are not of a national. If you are not a national citizen, you cannot own a house. So we have to live in apartments. Yeah, have to live in apartments. We had to live. I mean, apartments are fine, right? I don't want anything fancy. Me personally, like I see a lot of people like they have like goals and buying their own house. They want to get like a swimming pool. They want to get like a big garden. They want to get massive like bathrooms and whatnot. Me, I just want a place to just sleep and rest and do stuff on the computer. That's it. I ain't complaining too much. I ain't complaining. I'm happy. I just want to keep it simple. If I have all the basic simple things, that's fine for me. And I'm used to it, you know. I could never live in an apartment. I can't blame you. It's not for everyone, because you have neighbors, and the neighbors are like mobile game gotcha. Sometimes you get what you need and you have like a good neighbor, and sometimes you get bad luck and you have terrible neighbors. Yeah, Thailand has the same rule. Gotta get a ring on someone first. Whoa, really? In Thailand, you have to get married before you own a house? Damn. I need to ask Akane about that. Because, you know, Akane is in Thailand. But I need to ask if this is actually a thing. Damn. Okay. That's good to know, Arthur. And hello, by the way. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, the RNG when it comes to neighbors. Sometimes you get some really good neighbors. Like in the old apartment, I had a really, really good neighbor. Like, we don't interact on the daily, but he was one of the few people who actually stood by my side on some of the most difficult moments of my life. And that's when my old man passed away. That he was there. He just like was supportive. He was like took me like to where I need to go in order to finish the paperwork and whatnot. And yeah, that is like a diamond in the rough. And I will miss him though. Because now we're in a different place. But this is the kind of neighbor that like you love to have a friendly relationship, even if you're not living in the same place anymore. Yeah, these are the good kind of neighbors. And then you have those kind of neighbors who live above you and stomp on the ground and do like you let their kids play with their tricycles in the middle of the night, right? Causing noise while we're asleep, right? You try to sleep and then you get to find like the neighbors' kids are awake at like 1 a.m. just slamming on the ground. They're playing games, they're screaming and shouting their lungs out, and then you'd be like, God, can we actually sleep, please? Indoors? Sometimes indoors, yeah, pretty much. They do it. There are some people who do that. Thank you, Kuran. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. But yeah, RNG when it comes to neighbors. And then you have to deal with landlords. Oh, landlords. Yeah, we've seen a lot of stories with landlords, but I don't think like the landlords in the place that I stayed in have been bad, but for the last apartment, they've been careless, to say the least. They've been careless. There is no maintenance when it comes to checking like the apartments. Now, I'm pretty sure that in Western countries, like landlords usually have a 6-month or 1 year maintenance check regarding the apartments. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing. We didn't have any of that. I had a really fat dude living above me in student halls. Sounded like a ship was sinking whenever he moved. Ooh. Damn. Sorry to hear that. Doing decent. Just finished some work and just chilling. Well, hope you managed to finish it on time. And please rest well as well. But yeah, you have to handle landlords as well. And again, just like neighbors, they're RNG. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get not so good ones. And they're just gonna like sometimes get up and knock on the door and tell you, where's the rent? Why aren't you paying for the water? Why aren't you paying the electricity? We didn't have any of that, but I did hear a lot of stories about landlords. So yeah, I can see why some folks like Rose are averse to apartments. Don't want to deal with neighbors, don't want to deal with landlords, don't want to deal with something that you don't own. Like the sense of owning your own home gives you that power. No, this is my place. This is where I live. This is where I get to do whatever I want and put whatever I want in my own place because I own it. It feels good. It feels really good to have that kind of emotion in owning your own thing. But also I can be as loud as I want at midnight. Exactly. You don't have to worry about neighbors saying, oh my God, why are you so loud? Why are you screaming? Why are you saying, Miku, you're my wife, in the middle of the night while watching like an old concert that she was in? No, you can't complain about that. Although there are some like, noise complaints that, that happen, but it's a lot more tolerable when you own your own house compared to apartments. Talking about neighbors, I have a family above me, and kids always run exactly at nighttime. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was talking about, Kuran. Yeah, that's the things that we had to handle in the old place. And sometimes you get some people who cook food, and then the food goes through all the apartments. And then the worst of them all, the worst, the absolute most asinine thing that we have to take care of are neighbors who smoke inside their homes. People who smoke in an apartment complex are the worst. Now, they might be nice people, but that is terrible. You could have done a good deed by getting off your butt, opening your home, your house's door, your apartment's door, go outside and take a puff. No. You do it inside your apartment so that everyone in the apartment complex who does not want to smell smoke, will be smelling your smoke. Absolutely abhorrent. Absolutely abhorrent. You want to smoke, you want to give yourself lung cancer and billions of other diseases, I ain't stopping you. Even the cigarette boxes say this product will do damage to your health, but you still want to puff a good one so that you'd quote unquote relieve yourself from stress, even though you're just adding like an extra step into the grave. Just do it outside. Just do it outside, man. You don't do it inside the damn building. Sheesh. Just some people have this insane lack of awareness that there are people living around them, especially when it comes to apartments. We live in the same place. Please understand that there are other people who could be bothered by that smoke. And it could be worse. Toddlers or children could smell this, and it could be harmful for themselves. It could hurt them. Children are the most prone to getting sick from cigarette smoke if they smell it every day. And that's terrible. And that's not their responsibility, because none of the family smokes. It's the damn neighbors who are smoking. And if you actually go outside and talk to them, they'll try to give you a fight. They'll fight you. They'll say, this is my place. I own it. No, you MF. You don't own this whole building. Everyone has a stake in it. And you have to understand that there are rules. The downside is you have to be the one to maintain the house unless you hire someone to do it for you. I mean, that is true. I had guests coming over, so I spent all day helping to clean my house. Ah, damn. I have smokers above me as well, and to make things even worse, the door to the balcony is near me. Oh, God. You can't even go outside while smelling the smell of tobacco? That's messed up. I'm really sorry to hear that, Kuran. Hopefully you'll find like a place to that doesn't have any of that stuff someday. I know moving is hard, and it is very hard, but at least not with these living conditions. The worst part of cleaning out after a smoker, that yellow grime everywhere. But sigh, how else will they get that yellow tint into their walls? Ugh. Disgusting. Yellow tint? That sounds absolutely disgusting. Man. I don't know. I'm one of the people who would say, like, if smoking was like banned, the world would be in a better place. But, you know, a lot of people would say no, because smoking has been a pastime for ages, And like the media makes it look cool, but here's the thing: the media, most of the people who are smoking are fictional characters. Like, yeah, they're fictional characters. They can do cool stuff because they're not real. They don't get sick. Like, you're not gonna see Eiichiro Oda tell the audience that Sanji has lung cancer because he smoked so much. No, they're not gonna do that. He's just gonna smoke because he's cool. And he's healthy because he already cooks healthy food. So, yeah. It's just things that fiction can do. It's the same thing with like guns and stuff. Like people can carry, they carry guns. They shoot people. Like you see these action movies. They see the Schwarzenegger movies. They see the Stallone movies. They see the God, they see like James Bond movies and whatnot, and they see, oh my God, guns are so cool. They get to like do all sorts of cool stuff. Why don't I do that? And then you go to jail or get executed or something. So yeah, keep fiction with fiction. That's why it's fiction. It's not real. Oh, excuse me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I did say earlier that I'm gonna get some bathroom curtains, and they did come through. So yeah, all right, we're pretty good for now. Of course, I smoke these meats on the grill. Okay, now that is the good kind of smoking, right? Just a good kind of smoking, right? You get that barbecue grill and you smoke the meat. Now that is the good kind of aroma, right? Smell the chicken, the beef, the fish. And thank you, Rayquaza. Yeah, those are some good smells. These are some smells that you like. Oh yeah, that's the stuff that I want to eat. That's the stuff I want to consume. Not tobacco. Screw tobacco. It sucks. sucks. It's bad for you and it's bad for everyone else. There are many other things that you can relieve your stress with without destroying your health. Like, you know, I don't know, sleeping. Sleeping is good. Sleeping is good. Resting. I don't know, watching funny things. Watching funny things. Speaking of funny things. I am watching, or I'm almost finishing, like, the first season of the Golden Kombi, which is basically a Japanese quote unquote game show, which features a bunch of comedians who, you know, there is a certain subset of comedy that is in Japan that is called manzai, right? And it's usually done by duos. So there is the straight man, and then there is the guy who does like the funny, a guy or girl who does like the funny things. So it is both the, I remember the tsukomi and the boke, right? So in this show, they actually get different partners from the usual ones that they have. While I'm not familiar with many of them, the fact that having two different people, especially not the ones that are your usual partner when you do like your comedy sketches, is interesting, and it's pretty fun. I'm quite enjoying it, and I need to understand like a good number of them because I only know a few. Like the most popular one I know is Downtown, right? And it's a good reason is because of Gaki no Tsukai, especially when it comes to the New Year's events that sadly stopped during 2020. 2020 was the last No Laughing Batsu specials. So I'm familiar with Downtown mostly, but I need to probably check out more. Right? I need to probably check out more. There's this one comedian that is part of a manzai duo who's very familiar with VTubers as well. I do remember he did actually interview a good bunch of Hololive VTubers before. I may need to check them out though. Yeah, by going to the gym and destroying your body. Oh, damn. Well, you have to, do your reps in accordance to how your diet is and how your health is, right? At least no one said anything about vaping is healthier. Take it from a histologist. It really isn't, unless you have a massive fibrous mass in your lungs. We call it the honeycomb lung. Yeah, I don't believe for a second that vaping is good either. No. Vaping is just, it's still bad, right? It's still bad. There is this whole thing about something called fume that YouTubers were promoted to like talk about, and they said that like it's healthy air and it's scented. I don't know about that. It may not have nicotine, but it's still you're huffing air that is not natural. It has things in it that could be still bad for your lungs. So I don't know about that. Makes you think about the one clip with Laplace and the comedian, how he funny rage baited her. Oh yeah, that's how a good comedian does. That's how you manage to like prove your mettle when it comes to being a comedian. And they usually do that. Japanese comedians love to troll each other and people. Like, again, if you watched any of the low laughing batsus that Gaki no Tsukai had for a good bunch of years, it includes like a lot of comedian guest stars who love to troll the core 5 members of the cast. So it is something very, very common. It's something very, very common, and the Japanese audience enjoys that. It's the fun kind of trolling, not the stupid prankster era that we saw on YouTube, right? With these prank videos. No, it's just like something that makes the comedians themselves laugh and the audience laugh. Not just terrible, like say, ha, I will step on your shoes because I can. And then they get beaten up. And wow, that is an amazing prank. You surely aren't an imbecile for doing that. Oh no, sir, you are a comedic genius. Peak comedy right there, which is why thankfully there are no more, there's very little of these anymore. Thank goodness, because we don't need any of that garbage. No thank you. You don't need any of that garbage. No thanks. But let's see, what else did I do during the move since the past few days? Kidnapping my friend prank gone wrong. Oh my god, I remember that one. And like the friend was actually like legit scared. Was legit scared and was like almost felt like he was dying. Shit, what a load of garbage. Oh well. But let's see what else. Sai, I'm going to prank you by replacing your washer with a functioning one. Well, joke's on you. You can't ship a washer from the United States to where I live right now. It's going to cost you all of your limbs. So, bad idea. So that's a bad idea. It'll be a prank on your wallet though. And I don't want that to happen, you know? I'd rather prank you in video games. Oh, that's much better than me. That's much better, right? Prank you in video games. That's the better thing. Devious Licks was horrible as well. Oh. Ugh. Oh my god. Yeah, you know, it kind of actually reminds me of those morons on TikTok who go into supermarkets. They go into like ice cream aisles, right? You know, the fridges with the ice creams in it. They record themselves like absolute imbeciles. Open an ice cream, you know, box or container, lick inside it, and then put it back in. And then they think, I am a genius. Look at me. I totally didn't contaminate these ice creams. I'm so smart. Surely the video, if posted on the internet, will not get me in trouble. No, you goddamn idiot. You're going to get cooked. You are literally admitting to a felony. You are admitting a felony in doing that. You are literally wasting so much food because of your incompetence. Just because, what do you want? You want your sweet 5 minutes of clout? But once the 5 minutes of clout is gone, you'll be a dumbass who's sitting in jail and banned from entering into supermarkets. Would it be worth it? No. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You want to lick your ice cream container? Buy it, go outside, and then film yourself just slathering all over the ice cream container. No one's gonna say no. No one's gonna tell you that you shouldn't do that. You can be a freak while you already paid and went outside and did your own thing, right? You'll still be a freak, right? You'll still be called a freak, but at least you're a lawful freak, right? At least you're a lawful freak, not whatever that crap was. She ended up getting arrested for that. Good. Same thing for anyone who tries to contaminate food in a supermarket. Like, screw you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Buy your food, and then you can contaminate it, and go outside, and then you can contaminate whatever you want. You wanna, I don't know, stick your hands inside a tub of cheese and just, like, put it all over your body, and you call it performance art? More power to you, my guy. You'd be definitely getting some strange looks, but at least you're not contaminating things. At least. Oh, God. That's kind of the thing when it comes to these new age social media apps. It was with Vine, and now it's with stuff like Instagram, and more especially TikTok. They just want to find anything that makes them viral and makes them popular so that, they get their 2 minutes of fame, right? I just don't get it, man. Like, sometimes people get popular because of a viral moment, and some of them don't even earn it. They didn't even put in effort. They didn't even do anything. They just did something, and that's it. Like a certain girl who did a spit. Yeah, that's it. Now she has, like, a scammy cryptocurrency, and now has her own show or whatever. I don't really care, but we live in an era where nobodies can be somebodies when they deserve to just be nobodies. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just say that honestly, right? I'm gonna just say that there are some people who don't deserve to get, like, clout and popularity, because in the end they don't know how to handle it, right? They just don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle it. So this is how the internet ages, and I'm like, okay, sure. Maybe in like a few weeks or a few months, we'll have some of these like 1 to 2 hour documentaries about the rise and fall of certain famous social media star, and then we'll see, like, not just one, not just two, like 10 videos from 10 different creators talking about the same person and how they deserve their downfall. And most of these take like 1 or 2, or even in some cases there's like 3 hours. There was one video for some guy who used to, like, be an addict for gambling. You know how many hours that video was? 5 hours and a half. 5 hours and a half that chronicles everything about that guy and his gambling addiction. I'm like, who's going to even watch this? Why? Why? I'd rather have like a 2-hour documentary about something that's interesting, right? Like, behind the scenes about a movie series, a behind the scenes about a television show, a behind the scenes about, the life of a great creator, right? Like, there has been a multi-part documentary from Defunct Land. Defunct Land is usually about, failing theme parks in the United States. But there was a series of documentaries about Jim Henson, right? Jim Henson, the guy who created the Muppets, the guy who created Fraggle Rock, and lots of other things that we all grew up with. And they're amazing, right? If you count the number of videos together, they total for like 2 hours and a half. And you know what? I get to learn more stuff about Jim's life. I get to understand how he managed to build the Muppet Show from the ground up in London. I get to know how Sesame Street started with his pitch of including like puppets, calling them the Muppets. I get to know how, for a short amount of time, he used to have the prototype like Muppets in a series of skits on Saturday Night Live, which actually didn't work out so well. And eventually that led to, the Muppet Show back in the 80s. See, that's the kind of cool stuff that I could watch for hours. Not just like an example that Ray Quaza said. 5 hours of that video talking about a certain VTuber. And I'm like, why? Why? Do I need to know about what someone did in a Google Doc that's like a goddamn thesaurus? And for 5 hours? Why? Why do we live in an era where content like this is perfectly fine? Genio Samuel's Omega Bus on Christian. Oh, God. Oh, the amount of videos that Christian has. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So many videos about this one person who has clearly mental health issues. But you gotta make it into a spectacle. Gotta make it into a spectacle. And I'm like, well, this is the era we live in. But thankfully, again, there is like a lot of good documentaries out there. Really good documentaries out there. Like one of my favorite channels that has like, half hour to 45 minutes of a documentary, sometimes even shorter, is the Gaming Historian. There's Splash Wave as well. Two very, very good channels. You want to check like, behind the scenes about like older games and how they came to be. Well edited, especially when it comes to Splash Wave. Splash Wave has like crazy good editing and very informative, very concise as well. And you get to learn a few things that you haven't learned before. Like, bro, I could watch Frankenstein twice in a runtime like that. Speaking of Frankenstein, the Guillermo del Toro version of Frankenstein, I want to watch that. I want to watch that soon because I heard a lot of people say that it's really good, and Oscar Isaac kicked it out of the park. So I'm excited to see how that movie is. Apparently it feels a little bit different from other Frankenstein adaptations. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm pretty excited. Hopefully I'll find the time to check it out. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's so good. I'll take your word for it, Rose. I'll take your word for it. I will take your word for it. Pretty excited. Now, you know what I'm not excited about is that new Tron movie that is supposed to come out soon on Disney Plus, which bombed pretty hard in the box office. And it makes me feel bad because I really like the original Tron, the one from the 80s, right? The one with Jeff Bridges as the main character. Yeah, that was really, really good. Like the amount of technology that they had, despite being limited in the 80s, was like really cool. Like they did an insane amount of work back in the day. But nowadays you have Tron movies with Jared Leto in them. Gee, I wonder why it wasn't so very successful. It's not even like the good kind of abysmal, like Morbius, like, you know, the one with the more $1 billion. Yes, finally it's Morbin time, and it'll be like the peak of the Sony cinematic Marvel universe, or the Spider-Man universe, whatever it is Sony wants to do. Because clearly they're not doing a good job, because we have other zingers like Raven the Hunter and Madam Web, which surely has lit the charts. Even in the MCU's lowest point, I'd rather watch that over any of the whatever that Sony has, right? People say Thor Love and Thunder was bad. I'd rather watch that over Madam Web. People say The Eternals was bad. I'd rather watch that over Kraven the Hunter. Yeah, so whatever Sony's doing, yeah, it's not good. Just keep working on Spider-Man movies, please. And let us have the third Spider-Verse movie sometime soon, and not let it be in production hell, please. It hurts because we want to see where it goes. Bro tried to be Morbius and was just morbid. Oh yeah, especially when it comes to the box office. That's actually pretty morbid. Pretty morbid. You know what other movies am I actually interested in checking out that should be coming out soon, or maybe are already out? I am not sure. Yeah, we already have like Frankenstein in there, which is pretty cool. Apparently they're going to make a full release of Kill Bill. So Kill Bill's part 1 and 2 are going to be like fused together into one film, which and they'll have like an extra animated part, which is done by Production IG, which is pretty cool. I did watch both Kill Bill 1 and 2 in the past, and I do like the aesthetic. It is pretty cool. And Uma Thurman and act pretty well. Just don't peddle weird cosmetic items. Please, they're not that great. And yeah, maybe hopefully we'll see it on a streaming service so I can check it out. Sinners? Sinners? Wait a minute. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the one with Michael B. Jordan. Oh shoot. Wait, is it actually out on streaming services? Oh my god, it's on HBO Max. I don't have HBO Max here. Well, hey, Netflix, please buy Warner Brothers so that we can have everything from the Warner Brothers library on Netflix. Thank you very much. I know you're not watching the stream, but yeah, please buy Warner Brothers Discovery. That would be nice. Hazbin Hotel Season 2 came out. I did not watch the first season. I did watch the pilot, though. It was pretty fun. Pretty crude, but fun. I should actually watch Season 1 and Season 2. But I think, like, out of the Prime animation stuff, I do want to catch up with Invincible. And I only watched Season 1, but I need to catch up with Invincible before Invincible Versus comes out. Right? Like, all the characters in Invincible Versus I'm familiar with because they all showed up in Season 1. Right? I understand, like, it was in an alpha state, but it did have, like, a alpha test this past weekend. That looks fun. I like me some tag games. Yeah. I like me some tag games. A lot of my favorite games are tag games. And tag games that people don't like very much, like Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle and Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. I really like those games, but not many people like them, sadly. That's my luck with some of these games. But yeah, I need to catch up with Invincible. Oh, hi, Chi. How you doing? You're staying up pretty late. How you doing? Finally? Yes. Yes. We're finally back into the stream thing. How you been doing, Chi? Now I can eat in peace? What, do you use my stream in order to, you know, go to sleep? I mean, understandable. I am not very exciting, but yeah, it's a great lullaby. Yeah, I make you go to sleep. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is, Chi. I am that dull that I make you go to sleep when I talk. Even this. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh this hard. Comfy vibes make me relax. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate it, Chi. Thank you. I hope you had I'm pretty sure, like, you did talk about it in your Zatsudan a few days ago, but I hope you had a great time at CF. Yeah. It was fun. CF was pretty cool. Wish I could have went. Wish I could have saved enough money in order to watch Chromatic Future, but apparently they are airing the concert on Hollow Earth. Now, if there's one thing that's gonna actually let me download Hollow Earth, it's probably watching the concert. That's some next level eeping indeed. Throat dead? Yeah, I did notice. I saw on Discord you did mention, like, your voice is gone. It was donezo. It was shot. And, you know, as with other conventions, everybody got to get sick. Everybody got to get sick. Because you got to be... You're worried about... You're worried about, like, meeting up with too much people. And then you get sick. The con-itis, to say the least. But yeah, I hope you're actually feeling better now, Chi. Yeah. Drink lots of fluids. Have some honey. Have some chamomile tea. And some ginger. Con sickness is real. So sad. Yep. Yep. If I ever go to a con, I have to wear a mask. Actually, now ever since COVID, I've been wearing masks every time I go outside. No more. No more. I just gotta take good care of myself and the other people around me. Like, just in case if I get sick or anything, I just have to like, I have to like wear a mask just to be safe. Just to be safe, because, you know, lots of things in the air which could infect people, so you just gotta be extra careful. Yep. Yeah, you just gotta be extra careful. Okay, what else can we also talk about? I knew a Smash Brothers players who never got sick at cons. He called himself the Vector. The Vector? Is he actually a Vector Man from the older Sega games? Question mark? Or he might be Vector the Crocodile. Do crocodiles actually get sick? I know like other animals can get sick, but can crocodiles catch the cold? All right, I know this is a stupid question, and I'm pretty sure like we could get a good answer from this, but can crocodiles get a cold? Yes, crocodiles can get sick from viruses such as like influenza, okay, which is commonly referred to as the croc flu. So it's not the same as human common cold. Okay, so it makes sense. All right, so crocodiles do get sick. I've started wearing masks in public transport, and when I get the slightest cough, I test and mask myself up. Good. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And after COVID, it actually gave us like a very important lesson to be hygienic and to mask up. Mask up lots and take good care of yourself. Yeah. A pathogenic vector. Ah, I see. Croc flu, a sneeze on that thing. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. That was funny, but I'm in pain. God damn it. As a veteran player, I want to hug that gator. I know crocodiles need hugs. Well, you can hug crocodiles, but just pray they don't bite a limb or your head off. Yeah, because croc teeth are pretty sharp. They're very sharp. So you got to be careful with them. Your name is Rosewood? Okay. Okay. We will call you Rosewood from now. We will call you Rosewood. What does the wood stand for? Let me brainstorm that. Hmm. Wipes under trousers. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. You are now a Rose WUT, which is Rose Wipes Under Trousers. There we go. Perfect. It's the perfect name for you, Rose. And you know what? Let's actually try something. Let's actually try something. Let's actually try something. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Now, if anyone's on the Discord, you will see the changes have been reflected properly. You brought it on yourself with that bad joke, my friend. It was funny, but it was a bad joke. But yeah, there you go. Perfect naming. I love it. It's perfect. All right, let me actually get a screenshot. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. This peak. This is peak. There you go. There. Ow. Thank you, Windows. That's very, very loud. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Where is it? There. There. Whoa, it's pretty big. Let me show it. Bam. See? Perfect. Rose WUT. I would say that's a pretty job well done. Now, if we can actually reflect it on other servers, that would be pretty cool. But, you know, we'll just go with that for now. Hope you gotta remember, like, you have to take your trousers down before you want to wipe. But I mean, you do you, my friend. You want to wipe under your trousers? That's not a problem. They have to be your own trousers, though. You don't have to take anyone else's trousers. Please. You don't have to take anyone else's trousers. You want to wipe trousers, you wipe your own. That's right. That's right. You got to wipe your own trousers. And don't forget, after wiping, you have to clean your hands. Yes. You have to clean your hands because remember, hygiene is very, very important. Right? Oh, man. I'm not making much sense, but it's fine. It's fine. We always love to tease the little baby man. That's why he is the baby in the 3 Men and a Baby. Yes. Oh man. But I'm trying to think of something else that that we can actually talk about. I wish I have more time for this, and I wish I could actually understand how like these games work. But TTRPGs sound kind of fun, right? I've been watching like a good bunch of people playing TTRPGs. I think the most recent one was the one that Crimson Ruse from Hollow Stars English had with a bunch of other Hollow Stars like Shinri and Octavio. and I believe there was Ollie, there was Shiori and Elizabeth, and playing a very convincing Valley girl as well, which is honestly kind of impressive. Like Liz is like super talented and has an amazing singing voice, but her vocal range is insane. But yeah, seeing the fact like we have like campaigns where you get to be your own character and then you get to do like all sorts of goofy as hell stuff within the game's logic is something I want to experience, right? I don't know if any of like the usual friends do play TTRPGs, but I don't know. It would be fun to be like part of a campaign and we get to clown around with some of them because they seem so fun. They seem a lot of fun. Tarkov finally got released after its 10-year beta. It's been in beta for 10 years. Damn. You know, speaking of Tarkov, there is this quote unquote parody game that's called Escape from Tarkov, which is made by a number of Chinese developers, and that game surprisingly managed to get a lot of sales. Apparently it's pretty fun, but it's apparently only a single player. It's a single player extraction shooter, but instead of like, you know, soldiers, you have cute little ducks instead. So I guess ducks are very appealing. That's why a lot of people bought it. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it. Maybe I'll check it in the future. Maybe I'll check it. Does seem very, very fun. I think we almost yapped for like 2 hours and a half now. I really don't have anything else to say, but better than getting insta-mugged by aimbots. Yeah, that's true. We don't need no aimbots. We're tired of those. Yeah, don't even want to actually play the damn game. So you have to use like programs in order to help you win. Like, come on, man. Have skill. Learn to be good. You don't need like programming in order to get wins that you don't deserve. It's kind of a big problem with a lot of FPS games by having like, you know, aimbots and like having cheats and whatnot. Oh, what's the point of cheating over a video game, man? Why are you gonna make it terrible for everyone? And then thanks to that, we have all these invasive malware / adware cheat programs, the anti-cheat programs that you have to get with the game, and some of them like Denuvo actually lag your computer a lot and mess with your computer's performance. Been there a lot of times with cheaters. Unfortunately, I was one, but I never used to cheat to win the game. More like trolling in the full party. Oh, so it's like having fun with friends, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. If it's between friends, I think it's fine. If it's between friends, I think it's fine. But if you use it just to like win and get like, you know, I'm at the top of the leaderboard because I used an aimbot, which kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Don't do that. You're just hurting my friends. Yeah, Val, you just love messing. You're just messing with them. But as long as it's all in good fun. Harder, hello. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good afternoon or evening. Oh, heck no. What can I be proud of climbing the ranks with cheats? Tell that to a lot of people who do that. Tell that a lot of people who do that. They feel like, yeah, I'm gonna be like at the top of the leaderboard, but I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use whatever tricks in order to get to the top, which is dumb. It's absolutely dumb. And you just played yourself, in the immortal words of DJ Khaled. But yeah, as for plans for the next coming days, Thursday there might not be a stream, but there might be one. We'll see. No promises. No promises, because tomorrow I'll be a bit busy with the what's it called? The charity organization, in order to pick up the remaining items from the old apartment. So it might take a bit of time. I might be a bit tired, but we shall see. We shall see. If we finish early, that'd be great. But if not, then yeah, we'll see. But Friday, pretty sure we're gonna have some Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm gonna get back to it, because last week we didn't have Monster Hunter. We're gonna have Monster Hunter this week. Then on Saturday, hopefully we'll play 0 Hour and Fortnite. Yeah, you moving? No, I already moved. I'm in the new place now. Yeah, we're already in the new apartment. We were just moving this past week, which is why I have not streamed for the past few days. But on Sunday, maybe Marvel Rivals. And then on Monday, we'll play Dispatch. Yeah, that's like a tentative schedule for now. Things may change. But for now, that's what it's looking like for the next few days, hopefully. I just moved a couple of months ago. Oh, did you move from like from city to city, or did you move from hopefully a close by location so it wouldn't be too stressful for you? But yeah, I hope the move went well for you. Hope you're settling in the new place and being nice and comfy there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess we're pretty much going to have to state the state. Oh damn. Yeah, Diablo actually talked about it a bit earlier, but it took a bit of a while for him to settle down when moving from college to back to his family's place. Yeah, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. But again, like I said, hopefully the move went well for you. But yeah, with that said, I'm gonna have to call it here for tonight. Very good talk. Went through a lot of topics, including talking about moving. That was again tiring. Still got a bit more to do. It's quite nice. Montana to California is a big change, but I liked all the new things. Nice. Well, I hope you're enjoying that. Dispatch stream. Woo, yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. But yeah, it feels good to actually get back into things. College? No, I'm not in college anymore. I am a working person. Yes, I am no longer in college. It's been years since I've been in college. I'm just moving with my family. Just a normal move. But yeah, like I said, tomorrow, it's up in the air. We'll see. If you see a waiting room that pops up, then we'll be streaming. If not, I'll be seeing you guys on Friday for some Monster Hunter Wilds. Again, feels good to be back. Feels good to be, like, you know, hanging out, talking with you guys. And hopefully things go well in the new place. And yeah, I know it's been a bit of a headache, but let's do our best. What college did I go to? It is a business studies and IT focused college. Yeah. But before I go, let me see if I can send you guys over on Twitch. Let me see. Who can I send you guys to? Who is talking? Who is doing something? Yeah, I'll send you guys to Reese's. She is playing Pokemon Unite. Yeah, I'm surprised that this game is still going, but you know, it's Pokemon. Everybody loves Pokemon, so I'm pretty sure like Pokemon Unite has like a pretty good player base. All right, let's put that raid up. There we go. If you want to join in the raid, I'd appreciate it. But if you don't want to, that's also perfectly fine. All right, folks. Hope you all have a great night, evening, or afternoon. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. MOBA? What MOBA are we talking about, Alex? Are you sure? Are you sure you've been listening? That I'm not going to be playing League? No! Are we playing League, Alex? No MOBA. No MOBA. But we are going to hopefully play Fortnite or Marvel Rivals. So I'll see you there. All right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.